Hello everyone, I'm Cbat007 and welcome back to Night of the Full Moon. Last time we successfully defeated one part of Heart on the Ranger, and we unlocked a fairly useful Pandora blessing that can come in handy, allows us to draw bonus cards, but we discard cards when we take damage on the enemy's turn. Pretty useful. We'll see if we can get it sometime to show it off. And today we're going to go right into the Nun, Hard 1. Like I was saying earlier, we're going to switch up a different class every day until we've beaten Hard, at least, on every class. Then we'll go into Nightmare and see if we can do that. Or maybe we'll switch it up and go into the Red Hood Diaries. We'll see when the time comes. But let's get started. Today's reward is going to be Justice Trial. Well, really good. On the end of your turn, deal 1 damage for each 5 damage you've done this combat. It's a really useful blessing to have, because no matter what, you're just going to constantly be stacking up damage. As long as
Watch out for
damage,
the monsters
which is,
tonight.
you're always going to be dealing damage. A confession right off the bat. I'll take it.
I used to give Pinocchio life and send glass slippers to Cinderella.
Mysink's spell card, not bad for this person, but we're going to grab a prepared and hopefully we can get some good quick.
You
Get
can
rid of
drink
our
what you can imagine.
lame basic attack. I don't need basic attacks to this character.
Don't miss
They are
it.
fairly worthless, but a Divine Strike we will take. We're in a pretty good second one. Divine Strike deals 3 damage, or 4 if you upgrade it, and you heal the same amount of damage it deals. So if you have something that buffs its damage, you still get that healing effect. No reason to put anything but 1 on the prayer for these early combats. These early combats are... They are what they are.
Watch out for the
Insanely
monsters.
easy.
It has been peaceful during the folk. It's late.
We
Where
should
you
be able to
going?
rush through this pretty quick. Now that we have some good
Don't be
damage
fooled
cards,
by
we got rid of
seemingly
most of our
peaceful
low
night.
damage stuff, so
It's a full moon.
all these level 1 combats are not really going to mean anything. Glorious Prayer is nice. Equal to your current level. Level maxes out at 10. 10 damage each turn isn't terrible, but I've recently been running into mana issues with this class sometimes,
Why?
just because the game's not been giving me mana cards, so I'm going to
Where are
grab
my
it.
shoes?
Prayer. The prayer gives you mana
Wine.
based on the number
I
of
want
turns, as
more
most prayers
wine.
work. They're based on how many turns you decide you want them to be out. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. They will deal bonus stuff. Throw that out for 2 turns. Damage him. Take some of our armor away. Mass prayer's not going to be off most likely. Next turn he'll be dead. I put poison on us. What a jerk. But he's donezo. Mostly, all the level 1
Only
fights you
top.
really don't have to worry about too much. I mean, all the Act 1 fights, these are really good.
Check
You
these
can buy the Life Prayer. We're going to hope for that Confession. That is a level 2 Confession. So,
A good weapon
we're
may
gonna
be
upgrade our
helpful.
book for 3 mana at the start of every turn. Always useful. Because like I was saying, you don't generally get a ton of mana gain cards, but Wisdom's nice for mana and draw. Oh, it does not really take you up a spot in your hand. Here we'll take. So far, pretty good. Good cards. Another Confession, and a Holy Shield.
Please, don't
Now, you don't
go to
always
the
want to just
forest
take
under
every
the full
single
moon.
card. We've turned down
It's going
some
to
here and
be more
there, but I
dangerous in the
mean,
forest.
early on in learning especially, you don't always want the biggest deck, but you don't always want a deck full of too few cards, so learning to balance that out takes a little bit of time of what cards work well with each other, what cards are best for which class, that sort of stuff. I mean, generally prayers are pretty useful. These are both going to kill on this turn,
I'm worried about
and
you.
ways to speed up the prayers are usually what you're looking for. We're going to take the upgrades so we can upgrade both of these confessions to level 2. Dealing 4 damage rather than 3 damage. Doesn't seem like a lot,
You,
but it's
get out of my
much
way.
faster.
How
Especially
about
if
I
we can
make
keep our
you
deck a
my
little
dinner?
low and draw them a bunch. Although, for some reason, we have not drawn any, which is slightly annoying. Not that they're super amazing this early. I mean, we don't really need our life prayer then. Game. Man, this game is just not being nice today. We have not drawn confessions once. Come on. Alright. Well, he's dead at the start of his next turn, but he's definitely going to get a bunch of free turns because we can't draw damaging cards.
My knife is fast.
Your knife was not fast enough, sir.
Well,
What's in this shop?
I only carry the
Speeds up.
highest
Magic
quality
Pocket Watch is really
goods.
good. Healing Room is also really good. 2 good cards.
Don't miss
Although,
it.
I kind of like that confession.
Stay
We have 2
still. People
confessions,
sent me to
and we can
guard
get more
this
cards
field.
that are based off of confession, so it's not bad if we skip this one for future cards or the Pocket Watch or the other one. There's a confession. 4 damage every turn. Our ability is pretty useful. Also, restore health equals to the 50% of the damage dealt last 2 turns. Although, last time I was using that when I was playing on my mobile game alone, it was only lasting 1 turn. So, I don't know. It was really weird. Not a lot. And he's dead. Yeah. My favorite part about the Nun, obviously, is stacking confession. You can get some really strong
Is there a
confession
map?
builds if you play your cards right. Rage Prayer is good. Rage Prayer is like Attack Prayer, just does more damage overall, generally. So, always a useful
Taste
pickup.
my venom.
I mean, you don't want too many prayers, but prayers aren't super hindering because I can throw it out there for 5 turns, and then it's not in my deck. It's no longer taking up a card slot in my deck while it's here, so I don't generally have to worry about it. We're in a confession. We still have 8 armor. Let's put 1 poison for every card we play, not every 2 cards. Which is fine. 3 poison won't get through our armor. Oh yes, it will. Oh no, it won't. Okay, good. Then we can stack some more armor up with our healing potion, and just let our confession go. Confession, if you don't know, does piercing damage at the end of your turn, every turn. And it's piercing damage, so we'll go through everything, pretty much. It's very difficult to avoid piercing damage. And we have an infinite stacking amount. Magic Boundary, counter the card, always useful in your deck.
It is.
We're going to take this Pocket Watch, because it's really difficult to get up with this Pocket Watch.
I often.
What do we have? We have
Check these out.
Life Talisman.
You
Immune to
will
damage
find
on your
what-
turn. Burning, poison, and any ability we have that requires us to take damage for an effect, completely negated. Always want to pick that equipment up if you can see it. We're going to save our healing spell because we are at max health, and we'll see. We didn't pick up the blessing to took the confession of the blessing. Of course you did. We didn't pick up the blessing that gives us the bonus damage for based on how much we heal. We did get a bonus turn off that, which is really nice. Although we didn't have any confessionals out, so that kind of sucked, but that's fine. But we didn't take the Fairy Blessing that can deal damage based on overheal amount, so there's no reason for us to use this heal while we still have not max. While we're still at max, we're gonna let him deal a little bit more damage to us before we use his heal. He probably has. Oh, he doesn't have another piercing damage. But oh yeah, he does. I forget he has confession. Go ahead and heal up, shield up, and at the start of our next turn, he should be either dead or hurting. Oh, these two were low damaging.
I know
There we
many
go.
secrets about this
And we're at
forest.
full health. Our life prayer paid off. We're gonna upgrade our healing potion, make it cost a bit more, but that's fine, and upgrade our divine strike. We're hoping for the smite prayer. I believe it's something along those lines.
Check
We
these
can't
out.
get life talisman. That sucks. Oh well. There's a prayer that will take an attack card from your deck and use it 5 times. So that, in conjunction with the divine smite that heals you for the damage it does, is really useful. Hand size 8, base action, and max health down. Initial mana. We're gonna go hand size, and we're gonna hope we can get our action back
Tell me,
somewhere.
adventurer, what is your
Dark
wish?
Ritual for health is probably better. Crystallization's mana, but we have the equipment that gives us mana right now, so we'll ignore that.
Meeting me.
And the
This
pocket
is
watch,
what
something
you
useful.
want?
Hourglass of Time, or a dodge chance. We're probably gonna have to go the Hourglass of Time because there's some really useful action point based things, and this way we don't have to worry about level up giving us an action
Now what-
point.
what-
We don't have to worry about getting lucky more or less. for an action point.
So you
Our max
refuse
health
to
we
listen.
definitely use
I see.
a little bit. Now he puts 4 copies of whatever the first card you use in your deck are. We're gonna throw that into our deck, so we have a bunch of counters coming up for him, which will be useful because he also, I believe, has confessionals or confessions, which we don't want him to be able to get out. Gotta throw some armor up, but he's gonna be able to get one out most likely this turn. Oh no, he's just gonna mental collapse. Mental collapse deals piercing damage based on the number of cards in our deck. Real unfun sort of stuff. Another counter, which is nice. We could use a heal. There it is. The counter, that was really nice. Our life prayer is out, but it might not take effect. So we're going to... Luckily we drew a cure. We did not get a bonus turn this turn, which sucks, but that's fine. We got 2 of his cards countered, which is his whole hand. Or not, because he doesn't have any mana for that, which is really nice. On the other hand, we get to kill him.
You will rue the day you insulted the church.
You'll rue the day you insulted the church. I don't think I will, because I'm doing fine, you know? Like, you suck, and I'm doing okay. We're gonna put Life Prayer out for 3 turns. We're going to take damage. We're gonna skip one of his turn. He's gonna deal some damage to us right now, because we have no armor. She doesn't have a lot of piercing damage, but she does have piercing damage. So we're gonna have to rely mostly on our heals. If these prayers don't matter, she can't take damage. So our life prayer should heal up hopefully most, if not all, the damage she does. There we go. This turn kind of was worthless for her, which is really nice for us. Throw out that shield and a counter. Hopefully she plays her piercing damage first, which she usually will. Nice. And she's done, and we didn't even take any damage. That fight can be a little annoying for some of the classes and some of the builds. If you don't have a lot of self-sustaining stuff, another confession wouldn't be bad. Inspiration's pretty useful also. Inspiration will give us mana and draw a spell card guaranteed from our deck. This guy is... His timer doesn't go down while we're in our prayer selection screen. But you just have to play as fast as you can. He has a counter and it'll skip your turn once the counter goes down. So if you have a lot of card draw, he can be real annoying. But if you know what you're doing, you're generally fine as long as you know your deck well enough. You just want to make sure you're playing your cards in the correct order if your card order does matter. But nah, there's a lot of people that it doesn't really matter what order you're playing stuff in. He also has pretty low health. I mean, we've been absorbing some of his health, so he'll be dead next turn. There's not really much he can do. We are gonna just throw out all that. Make sure we're at full health. Although we were above full health because of our Dark Ritual, so we were fine. This dude can do a lot of damage quick. Luckily, we have a counter and some armor and a heal ready for him. He doesn't get to destroy one of our equipments. Nice, we countered that. He'll destroy the equipment, and if he does destroy an equipment, it does bonus damage to us. Keep our heal ready. I mean, a 1 cost 7 heal is very useful. Excuse me, I mean, as you can see, we've not been at insane amounts of mana, but luckily prayers don't take mana. So, I mean, they're pretty much free to play. We did get a bonus turn, which sucks for him. And we got some mana, which is what we needed, just in case he can get past our defenses with some piercing damage or something. Falling Stones deals damage based on the number of turns, I believe, that have passed. Speed up all our prayers, and he'll be hurting. He'll be dead at the start of his next turn. Or the end. Let's see if we can quickly throw a heal out. Nope, not in our hand.
All creatures live in harmony.
But we'll heal up from this level up, which is fine. Bane of Doom is really nice. In this combat, your prayer card speed up by 1. What that means is at the end of your turn, your prayer counters will go down by 1, as well as at the beginning of your turn. So you will have your prayers count twice
We have been waiting
every
for
turn rather than just once. Which is really nice.
my
Here's that
cat?
smite I was talking about. We are going to pick up, and we're going to take up Holy Protection to Providence. Holy Providence? Yeah, Holy Providence. You heal 2 at the start of each turn. It is not exiled, so you can
Don't miss a
spam
moment
it out
of
if you can.
excitement. Keep your eyes open.
Our main
Have a look.
defense is our ability to heal. Does not have enough mana. Now we do. Now you'll see we can put these both to 5. We can throw some armor up, and then they'll count down 1 here at the end of our turn with the Bane, and then they'll count down 1 at the beginning of our turn. So 2 counts every turn is really nice. You can also get multiple Banes, which will speed them up multiple times. Very useful to have. Speed up our prayers. Throw that out. I was hoping for Magic Pocket Watch, but that's just Magic Pocket apparently. But we didn't have enough mana. We should have this turn. I mean, he's dealing plenty of damage to us. Gonna throw out Smite, Divine Strike, obviously, throw out some mana, Pocket Watch, heal. We did not get the bonus turn, which sucks. We're going to steal his Burning Strike for some free damage, and we're going to call it a day. He's gonna get plenty of damage off on us, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll grab a heal. Or hopefully we'll be able to draw a heal. We'll see. I mean, if we ever get a turn, that is half our health. Nice. Count all of our prayers down so we can heal. Heal up, confession, holy shield, you're
We
done.
should replace some parts.
Unfortunate for you, sir, but you suck. Amnesia
What's for
Tavern, get
today?
rid of our worthless basic attack. That thing sucks.
Not all pumpkins are like me.
Not all
Can
pumpkins
you
are like
imagine
me.
being up on
Well,
the
sir,
chopping block?
well, this sucks. We'll let you have healing potion. Now, I really hate, because it's really stupid, in my opinion, that he countered our cards, yet it still took the mana. We didn't get to use the card, yet it takes the resource. In my opinion, that's kind of dumb, because it doesn't work that way for all the enemies at all times. If we counter one of their cards, it does not always take their resource. Meaning if we counter an action point card, sometimes they'll still have the action point. Just a really unfair sort of system. But, I mean, it is what it is. The game is obviously not in your favor, as most roguelikes are. You can counterattack first, and we kind of need the heal and the shield, and these confessionals will help us next turn. If we can get some mana gain, that'd be nice. You could get attack prayer again. We'll smite you. Although smite probably won't come out. Then we'll throw all this up. 5 armor, 3 confession, and there's all that. Now we're up to more than enough mana due to our mana prayer, which is really nice. So we can get rid of attack prayer again. I don't know why it's constantly just drawing attack prayer. I believe there's only 2 in our deck, but apparently it's the only card in our deck.
Who says
According
my
to this
mind
game.
is paced?
Because it's all we're drawing. Every turn, we just drew an attack prayer.
Hi,
Weird.
gentlemen.
Do we have anything
The
worth
ancestors'
upgrading?
experiences tell us that we should work
Oh,
hard on
shield is
enhancing.
probably worth upgrading. A reduced cost, actually just for a reduced cost and no more armor is almost useless.
Check these out.
Don't have enough money for any of those.
I
Inspiration
can
wouldn't
see
be
your
bad.
future.
We needed equipment.
My
The
crystal
talisman
ball
that
has
makes us
told
not
me
take damage on our turn would be something I would take. I was hoping for another turn there, but that's fine. The only reason I threw that out real quick. But 2-card draw also isn't completely worthless. Although we are running into mana gain issues a little bit. So maybe, hopefully if we get that mana card in the store we're looking at, we'll be fine. We are going to speed up our prayers. We should have played that prayer before we speeded up prayers, but, or sped up prayers, my bad. Heal up and let it be her turn. We will heal 2 at the start of every turn, which, yeah, like I said, can stack. So we can get it up to healing 10 at the start of every turn if we play it 5 times. Not a useless thing at all. We're going to heal up to full due to our life prayer. And we have Smite, which will help us heal up whatever damage she does this turn, which is almost none. She will take 20 damage and we will heal 20. Goodbye. We'll throw another one on just for good measures. Confessional. Probably should have played Magic Pocket Watch first, but I mean she's done. That doesn't really matter. So we want Inspiration. 5 mana, draw 1 spell card from your deck.
You stepped on my head.
Guarantees a spell
Here come
card for
human
you to
beings
play.
again. What
Could be a
great
heal
fun.
if you're lucky. Could be one of our confessions. Could be a lot of different useful things for us. We shouldn't have used that heal. That was my bad. This dude's gonna tell us how much he hates Pharmacist when we defeat him, because they always take away his friends. I don't know why he's attacking us for that. I'm gonna steal this from you. We can't play it this turn, but we can play it next turn. So at the interval of 3 and then 5, so 2 turns after each other, we will heal most of our health. I mean, that heals 15 health. We only have 35 max, so that's pretty good. We gain 3 armor for that. I'll take it. 11 armor is not a ton, but I don't think he has too much piercing damage, so hey, he's just gonna poison the heck out of us. That tells. Very nice. Bane, and we're close to a heal, so we're fine. There we go. In fact, the end of next turn, we will heal up again. 15 health, like we were saying. So, as long as we get to the end of next turn, although we have healing potion right here, so and a cure, we're realistically fine. Should have used cure first, so we got armor. But he was dead. We knew he was gonna die, so it doesn't really matter. Get immunity from all damage till your next turn, or a holy shield. Well, we'll take the 10 gold. We don't need another holy shield. If it was another heal or something, I would accept it. We're gonna take inspiration.
You'll find what
Emergency
you
protection is
need.
not bad, and another confession is not the worst, but
Oh,
we probably can do
A
better.
good weapon may be helpful.
We might upgrade Magic Boundary for 5 mana rather than 3 mana.
It must
And
be an enemy.
the counter, but man, a Painful Strike. I will take a Painful Strike. Painful Strike, really. Painful Strike, 6 damage and 6 mana, and a Magic Pocket Watch. No bonus turn, unfortunately, but it can't happen every time. If we get one of the cards that gives us better luck, it guarantees things like that, but I believe there's only one clash that gets this, but I could be wrong. Throw all of these prayers out so we can speed them all up by 1. Speed them all up by 2, actually. 2 every turn, and there's suddenly all of our prayers are about to be used. They should all pretty much kill him once they all come out. We're going to take tons of damage from his poison, but we have a couple of heals in our deck and some armor, and another heal, and that heal. And at the start of next turn, we have another heal coming out right here. So we should take the poison damage, then heal it all back up immediately. There we go.
Is not the
Nothing really to worry about.
the
If we can get one of those talismans that make us immune to poison, that'd be nice.
Don't miss it.
All of these are actually pretty good. Gospel gets your prayer timers down by 2, and if that causes them to activate, they return to your hand. Not bad. Mana shield for the whole combat. The amount of mana you spend, you gain that much armor. And Regretful Prayer gives you 3 confession, and after 3 turns, triggers your confession. So after 3 turns,
The
just gives you a bonus
ancestors'
confession figure.
experiences tell us
We're just
that we
gonna
should work
use
hard.
this guy just to get him out of the way. We have 14 more, and we should have plenty of cards coming. Angel's Blessing. Not actually that bad, because we need some armor. We cannot really give up anything but this, so we're gonna give. We take 2 bonus cards, which is fine. Pair of Moons, great. Makes the enemy draw less
carry the
cards.
highest
We got bonus
quality
money, and all of those are good. But we really need an equipment. So we're gonna say ta-ta to that shop for now. We're gonna fight
I
this dude
should
and save
I
those
doubt
bandages
you
to
can
heal up
defend
afterwards
yourself.
if we need them.
Look how tiny
We
you are.
might not. We're gonna set all of these up. We're gonna throw a Holy Shield because the armor doesn't get rid of. Now he draws the end of his turn, but we are not dealing much damage. Steal a card from his deck to make him discard one of his cards. Deal that, and then he gets to play one, which gets rid of all of our armor. Yeah, we're about to take a lot of damage, guys. We just have to survive till the end of next turn to make him discard his whole hand, which is fine. Actually, yeah, we should be fine because we can do this. Goodbye to your whole hand. We will then end our turn. And you're done, sir. There's not much you can do after this. Magic Pocket Watch. Might as well. Just play everything. Just play everything.
All
We
right.
got
From
penance
now
here.
on,
Confession
you
down
are
here.
also my friend.
Good. We're also his friend, guys. We made a new friend. Get rid of our low mana game. Another life prayer. I'll take it. Could be better, could be worse. Another peek into the future. I will take that too. Let's see what we get from the Apple Blessing.
Not bad.
Plenty
You
is
found
no
all the
plague. We get a
apples.
copy a card from our deck. We could do the Moonlight Code just for bonus mana. But I think I'm going to do Bane of Doom to make our prayers super fast. 2 of those in our deck will be awesome. We will trade this dude
Can
both the
help you
freezes we got
twist the
for a
situation.
Rage Prayer, very useful. And Pieties, 5 mana prayer speed up. Very useful also.
Check these out.
Now we're gonna have to gain Mana Shield. Mana Shield
You
is gonna be our
can't hurt
saving
me.
grace this
Bronze
combat
head
most
and
likely,
steel arm.
because our survivability is overall not the best. Throw out the Bane of Doom and the Holy Shield for now. We will gain mana next turn. We made us lose it all anyways. We had no mana to lose, so hey. He has this bonus armor he gets every turn. There's our second Bane of Doom. I will throw that out. And we're gonna get our second turn because I don't want him to have a free turn. We'll get rid of healing potion because we don't really need it. Hopefully we'll draw some mana gain. If not, but we did draw a Mana Shield and this one. Now, at the end of our turn, all of our prayers will speed up by 2. Mana is our biggest concern, so we're gonna peek into the future and cure, just so we don't have to discard cards. All our prayers speed up by 2. He's gonna deal plenty of damage, but we're gonna get all the mana we could use, 25 mana, and 15 heal next turn. And we're just gonna throw out all of our prayers, because there's no reason not to at this point. Throw that out because we need to heal. Take a Storm Strike from him, and hopefully we can get a bonus turn. Yes, we do. That bonus turn will save us a ton. Throw out a Confession for just a little bit of extra damage going on. That constant damage really helps. Mana is much needed. 4 health at the start of every turn. This gives us armor, so no reason not to. Speed up all of our prayers. More armor. And suddenly he's pretty much done. I mean, he doesn't get to draw cards for that turn, and we could just throw everything out again. Speed up all of our prayers. No bonus turn, which is fine because we don't need it at this point. 2 of his cards are countered. Which will be, usually they throw out their stronger cards first, and then they progress downwards to their basic attacks and stuff. So we realistically have nothing to worry
There's no
about.
freedom. Why be a human being?
There is freedom. I got the freedom to kick you ass. We'll take the money. What do we have? You're
These
useful.
potions will change your
We need the
appearance.
health. We can't get by on not having a bit more survivability.
I only carry
I
the
kind of want.
highest
Actually, I do want
quality
Regretful Prayer. The other one's really useful, but if we're going. Excuse me. If we have both of our Doom cards out that speed up our prayers,
It is
that card will
snowing.
trigger every time it's played, because one at the start of our turn, 2
You
at the
have
end
a
of our turn.
brave heart.
This is terrible. We don't really have 2 cards we need to delete, so we'll take Contract of Life. The Phoenix Feather is not bad. Gives us 1 free death. But, I mean, we are only on hard 1. I'll take Contract of Life. Phoenix Feather wouldn't be bad if we could make it last till the last boss.
It is
But we're not
snowing
that
here. Don't stand in the
difficult to
way
get.
of snow monsters.
We could use more base mana, but I mean, we don't really have to have it right now. Confession's not bad for turn 1. Just to help us for turn 1, stuff like that. We didn't really have enough mana to do everything we could use. But, and we could always use mana gain in our deck. We have a little bit, but not the amount I would like. There, our Confession's gonna be real good with these with a regretful prayer at least in our deck. Get that out a couple times. We could use our other Bane and we're good. Throw all these prayers out. Heidi to speed them up, get our Confessions up. Off for free. I mean, it's just bonus damage. It gets through his armor, gets through his shield he gives to us. It's damage that he can't do anything about, pretty much. So there's no downside. We're gonna heal up, and we'll just let him die.
The
15
snow
confession,
monster is in
and all of our
love with
prayers
the
went off.
stone.
Perfect. Yeah, having 2 bonus prayer counter cards is great. Nothing I really need from that deck.
I only carry the highest
I could take
quality.
Demon Skull just because we have an equipment slot we're not doing anything with. I was hoping the game would be a bit nicer
It's
to
going
us,
to
but it's
hurt.
been kind of a jerk on the equipments. I mean, we had that option early to be like, gotta see it, but I did not want to play that first. My mouse kind of just decided that's the first one we're gonna play. It doesn't hurt us a ton, but whatever. It just would have been nice. They would have sped these up by 1. Now this dude's a real bad fight. He just gets to kill you, like, pretty much every turn. He will stack up damage insanely fast. Luckily, he doesn't get to draw cards next turn. And there we go. Wait. He still got... He gets to draw more than 5 cards? No wonder he gets to destroy us so fast. Speed all our prayers up. We have all the mana we could ever want. And he should be dead. There we
to
go.
walk in the flowers or grass.
There... I don't know. It's some mana. Like, no flowers, no grass.
Don't waste
No
my
flowers over
time.
here. No grass. It's all snowy. In fact, one of the other people says, "Oh, he snows. Ooh, misfortune. 40 damage for 5
I
turns.
need a
It always snows
good
in
luck.
the dark forest."
Luck is
There's no
also
flowers and
my
grass.
power.
But hey, whatever. Let him live his life. Throw out our confessionals. I was hoping for some mana gain, but we'll burn him instead. I don't actually know if he has mana gain. Peek into the future. Rage prayer, of course. Peek into the future. Give me some mana. Give me some armor. And we only have 3 turns left on 40 damage already. And he intelligently applied 2 frailty to himself. Which means 2 bonus damage on everything we do. We won't be able to capitalize it on it a ton right now, but it is still useful. Yeah, he burned us, so we're taking damage for every card we play. But we have a couple heals in our hand that will easily take care of that. There we go. We're good. Oh yeah, we had our life prayer out. That got triggered. 1 less card. Oh no, when we draw cards, we discard a random one. So the equivalent of drawing 1 less card. 2 less cards. Cool. I'll take it. That's not a bad hand to have, sir. No, I need mana. No! Oh well. Alright, we'll heal up at the start of our next turn. We just have to survive, which we may... As long as he just burns us, we'll survive. I guess that's just gonna burn us a million. Alright, sir. You're gonna die.
You need to
And we're gonna heal up to full.
create good
Thank
luck.
you. So, I mean, we got a pretty good thing going on. Our nice prayer build going
Where
on.
is my cat?
Shrink's not bad. Yeah, here's Falling Stones, 4 plus the current turn number. It's okay. I mean, with that Smite prayer, it's pretty powerful because it's guaranteed.
There's no
Even if you did turn 1,
choice for
9
either of
damage
us.
times 4 times 5. That's pretty good damage, but the heal from Divine Strike is just, in my opinion, more useful. 2 bonus card draws, and we have Contract of Life giving us next to no real help, but it's there. It heals 20% of the health you're missing every turn for 3 turns. But like, it healed us, what, 1 health? Yay! So useful. Might as well just heal us before. Still a little hurting on mana gain, but our mana prayer is out there. Hopefully we'll not draw a single mana card. Cool. Luckily we gain 3 mana at the start of every turn. So we're gonna peek into the future. Thank you. Healing potion, confession. I will take both of those. Dude, stop doing that. Stop dealing piercing damage. I need damage I can prevent. Not that I have any armor, but still. Oh, you take 1 less damage? Oh no! We're all gonna die! What do you have? Well, this sucks. And your hand blows, sir. We'll take that. Just so, it's just so we can... I just wanted to win, sir, and you're in my way.
All my potions
Get
have
more
special.
max
I
health.
am the fire.
You are the...
Your
He's the
hair is
fire,
burning.
everyone! Watch out, the fire's coming. Take that from him so he can't stack a bunch of bonus fire damage on us. But he's gonna anyways. He can stack a ridiculous amount of fire damage with those effects. Like, fire damage is... If you have the right build, it stacks up stupidly fast. You can have hundreds of thousands of bonus fire damage easily. I mean, not that much, but you could one-shot most things in the game with a big fire build. If you, after a couple turns, if you play it right. Mighty. Oh, I should have played out my prayers first. I'm just a big dumb. We're not going to be able to use our Bane of Doom, most likely, because we're going to have to play... Oh, no, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do. We don't have the mana. But we do get a bonus turn. And he doesn't get a draw thing on his next turn. Which is lovely, actually. Really useful. Use our Bane. All our prayer counters down by 1 to gain some mana. No, we need back. First card's countered. He doesn't get a draw. As we were saying. And we get a win.
No stove ash.
Yeah. Bonus action or remove a card. I'll take the bonus action. Allows us to more freely and willingly take action cards into our deck. What do we want to transform? Probably one of these basic attack prayers. They're our weakest thing in our deck right now, I'd say. They're kind of clogging it up a little. Yeah, we'll take a basic attack prayer, I think, out. Give me an equipment. I do not need 2 mana shields. They do not stack.
Don't miss it.
So Demon Skull we're gonna grab just because it's the best option so far for an equipment. What it does is it is every turn, once every turn. 1 damage that's 8 or more will be prevented completely. So it is useful. But there are more useful equipments out there that I would rather have. Use both these. No bonus turn. Another Pocket Watch would not be something I would turn down in this deck. Card draw plus extra turn chance is always useful. Mana Shield plus Inspiration and Magic Boundary makes Holy Shield a lot better because it gives now 11 armor. We just speed everything up, we get a freeze, and we get that. Nice that we had enough mana for that. Because now next turn, Life Prayer, 2 Rage Prayers, and a Prayer of Doom will all go off guaranteed. Meaning he will take a total of 50 fire damage and not be able to draw cards. But we're going to make it worse on him, hopefully. Draw mana gain? Nah. We couldn't get lucky. That's fine. Yeah, how does it feel to not be able to do anything now? Does it feel nice or not nice? That's how I feel when this game screws me over. Nice. We'll trigger our Confession twice in total next turn, which will deal 22 damage. So he's guaranteed to die at the end of our next turn. And there's nothing he can really do about it, and there's nothing we can really do about it if we wanted to. But, do we even have any one-cost spells besides Cure? Yeah, we do have Cure. Not that we need Cure, but yeah, we'll just throw everything out. Yeah, we'll cure ourselves. Why? Might as well. Give us some armor for our mana shield.
On the night of a full moon, my magic book can be useless.
On the night of a full moon, his magic book can be used.
We have did it.
It seemed to be working for him just fine. We're dealing a lot of damage to me with his spells, but you know.
How come the apothecary hasn't
we cannot
come
use the
this
same
week?
type of cards twice in a row. So it means we're gonna Magic Boundary. We can't Piety then. So we're gonna Confession and Divine Strike. We are just gonna save Piety for when we have a prayer out because might as well. Might as well get the most use out of it. Then we're gonna Prediction a Fatal Strike into our hand so we can throw out a Life Prayer. We're then going to Fatal Strike. At this prayer, we are going to speed up all of our cards, use this prayer, then finally speed up our prayers and gain some armor, and we're golden. Next turn, we get 7 bonus damage, which isn't a lot, admitted. Like, these Regretful Prayers aren't that much early on in the fight. We're gonna Doom, so we can Wisdom, so we can Rage Prayer, Angel, use that, and gain some armor. We don't need to use another Cure, so it doesn't matter that we can't. He's not going to deal any damage to us, but if he did, we're going to heal up all of the damage guaranteed. We should have got that, rather than the equipment slot, the damage based on overheal, because we are overhealing a lot, but we couldn't have known that. Oh yeah, you can't use the same thing twice in a row. We are overhealing quite a bit. More than I expected. Divine Strike, Mana Gain, draw 2 cards, no bonus turn. Yeah, see, Mana Shield doesn't stack. It doesn't give you twice the amount of armor per mana you spend or anything. So there's no reason to have 2 in a deck, except a higher chance to draw it. But that usually not much of an actual issue. Speed of our prayers, and you're done.
Without me, you will become just like a monster in the dark woods.
We'll see if I become just like a monster in the
When
dark
a plague
woods.
damages, God favors people
All these
with
people think they
faith.
know you so well.
So do
Turns out
demons.
they don't. This dude, we don't have to worry about card order, so we're just gonna throw everything at him. That one's not bad also. This one gives you a bunch of bonus card draw. Speed Prayer is nice, and he's just gonna speed it up a million, so we have 2 turns before he gets to draw his whole deck. Which, I mean, will be fine. We can make him draw less cards also. We don't have the mana. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to have the mana for that. I would really like there's an equipment that gives you take 2 damage, but it gives you a confession every turn, which is where the equipment that you don't take damage on your turn really shines, because you don't take the damage, but you still get the buff. Always useful. And like I said, that equipment, immune to poison, immune to burn, not immune to retaliation damage, apparently, I just learned today. I was playing on my phone, and I was facing the voodoo doll enemy, whatever it's called, the ghost doll, I believe. And it has a card that whenever you deal damage to it on your turn, you take the same amount of damage. Apparently that does not count as damage because you do not prevent that damage. So, there is that. Get this out of my deck, might as well. Which I think was really dumb, but I'm supposed to prevent this first source of 10 damage also. That's another thing. Piercing damage is just straight up unpreventable, which is really dumb in some ways because there's nothing I can do about that. It's 10 piercing damage every turn. There's nothing I can do about it. I can stack up all the defenses I want, but I will never have enough defenses to not take 10 damage every turn of his. Even though I prevent the first damage over 8, and that is over 8, but
I
whatever.
only carry the highest quality goods.
I'm gonna take Angel Mirror, and the bonus damage protection is not helping us as much as it seems it would. So we are going to throw that out. The Angel Mirror gives us a 1, at the start of your turn, add 1 copy of any non-equipment card from your deck to your hand. So it just gives us more stuff in our hand. Which is always useful. Speed up all those prayers, give me a random spell, and give me 5 of those. 16 armor should prevent him from doing almost nothing. I don't have... Oh, he reduced our attack cards by 1 level. Now it only does 3 damage. What a jerk. That's fine. I was hoping for a confession build. It's just our bonus damage at this point. Not really part of our main build, which is fine. We have just this prayer build going on, which I can dig. We realistically should be here on pretty set for this game. Like, there's not much the game's gonna do beyond this that will stop us. We have no Veins of Doom out, which is fine. We have a pretty good deck. It's a little slow of a deck compared to some of the other builds you can get, but hey, I'm winning, I'm not. A win's a win. Think about it, both our Veins are out, and we can always shield it up. And we get a bonus turn, so it doesn't even matter. Alrighty, predict, take his spikes, my bad, not spice. I don't know what just happened in my brain that made that come out. But we're gonna gain as much armor as we can and just deal a bunch of bonus damage to him.
Beware of
And
the
you're
people
done.
around you. The darkness is surging.
The darkness is searching. Well, they can search all at once. There wasn't.
Check these out.
Self-torture is really nice, but like I said, we're not really going to confession build, so we won't really do it. Self-torture just gives you, it triggers your confession damage and gives you a card draw. It's a useful card, don't get me wrong, but nothing we need right now. Excuse me. You can't reduce my maximum health, that's not very fair, sir. Misfortune, yeah, we need the mana barrier because he has lots of damage coming out. Only 3 armor, not really enough to do anything. He's gonna play the card we don't get a turn, I just know it. I mean, I guess he usually plays it as one of his early cards if he's gonna play it. Another Mono Shield, so might as well. Come on, give me a useful spell another turn. Would have been awesome. Because we're not going to get a turn next turn. It's usually his second card. It's if he plays his second card, it'll be +2 pranks in our deck. He always plays that second card, I believe, for the AI to be like, that way you can't counter it, just with one counter. Oh no, he played it as his first card there. It just makes you skip a turn. Which I've complained about plenty of times. It's really powerful and really annoying. Not to mention, I guess this turn's worth skipping, considering our Angel Mirror drew us a prank from our deck, which is real BA. I mean, look at this. Look at all those pranks. What a jerk. Angel Mirror should not be able to draw curse cards, but alright. Oh, another prank. Angel Mirror, nice. You're really showing off your strength. We're just gonna play all of these prayers, and hopefully we'll survive. Thanks, Angel Mirror, for all your help. 2 of those? 2 corrosions, really? Come on, man. Ah, nice. This is finally a turn in our favor. Gain some mana. Throw that out. Peek into the future. Peek into the future. Count down all our prayers.
Expansion will
and win.
kill you.
Yeah. You'll kill us. After 3 rounds, put 2 random prayers in the battlefield. Yes, please. Get you useful.
Where is my cat?
Gospel. We have a prayer build, so we'll probably grab that gospel. We don't need you. Amnesia Tavern. Do we have anything worth getting rid of?
What you can
Well, we
imagine.
will. We'll skip these bandages. Squirrel bangs. We got 10 gold. We do not need it. We'll let it build up more money. Another chest. Another smite. Yes, please. Hello, Mr. Bear. You have gospel. I'll take
quality.
it. I will take gospel. Gospel's a one-time use, but
Where is my cat?
another regretful prayer I would take, but we're hoping for TurboCast. We do not want TurboCast because the amount of mana we spend equals
What's for today?
equals shields, and we'll get rid of our second mana shield. We don't need it.
You
And we're on to the second to last boss, Rage Bear, which, as you can assume, is very raging. We take damage for every card we play, so I'm going to put one of these at 4 and one of them at 5, so we have our heals slightly off from each other. We have our extra turn and our heal ready, so we are going to most likely use both of those this combat, because we are going to be taking a lot of damage. We in fact are just going to use this heal real quick, just because I think we're going to need it. There we go, heal up to full. Yeah, that's it. It says it lasts 2 turns, means it should last until the end of our next turn. But wait, it's still there. Maybe we're going to use this at 2. The mobile version is just wrong. We're going to Holy Shield, use the Gospel, get our prayer back, peek into the future, use both those, nice. So we have a heal coming in 4 turns, a heal coming in 5 turns, and in 2 turns he can't do anything, nice. So this turn he will be able to act, and the next turn he will draw no cards, and we can heal up most of the damage he's dealing here pretty easily. I mean, here we go. This is a pretty good turn. Another smite. Play both of those and heal up. Cannot Magic Pocket Watch, unfortunately. But you know what? We'll take that bonus turn. Just because his next turn is not going to be able to do anything, so we want to stack up as much against him as we can. We got all the mana we're ever going to need. Another bonus turn, yes please. Up to 4 health at the start of the turn. So that 4 health counteracts all the damage he's dealing from us playing cards. 2 peeks into the future, 6 bonus health. We have one of his cards countered, so the first card he plays not this turn, but the turn after it. Turn, but he's dead anyways. So whenever prayer's timing decreases by 1, gain 1 confession. I wish I had another equipment slot, but I'm probably gonna have to stick with Angelic Mirror. Do we have a card worth transmuting? I don't think we need Holy Shield anymore. Give me something useful. Another confession. Could be better.
You're
I
the one who took
probably
Grandma.
would have rather had the Holy Shield, but we have Mana Shield now, so we're honestly not that bad. Oh yeah, give us a misfortune. Thank you, lady. We're going to draw 2 cards. We're not going to get the bonus turn, but that's okay. Speed up all of our things. Speed up all of our things. Speed up all of our things. Yes, please. Throw this at 2. And you see what we just did there? These are all at 2. Gospel. Get a bunch of damage, a bunch of mana, and throw them all back out. And you know what? We'll take that bonus turn because the game was being mean. It's going to give us one. How dare it? That gives us a 5-turn heal. Get a spell card, more armor, and confession. Up to 14 confession, which isn't a ton, but
Your eyes are
hey,
filled with
14
grievance.
unpreventable damage every turn is a lot. Especially, I mean, their heal is pretty much negated. That isn't going to be insane for us, considering the amount of prayers we have. Bane of Dune, we have 14. Suddenly we're up to 21.
Very familiar.
Every turn, we're going to be gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. And every prayer we put out puts out more. And suddenly, we're going to be gaining more than that for a second Bane of Doom. Our confessions now became probably one of our highest sources of damage,
Your eyes are filled
considering
with
it's up to
grievance.
50. And next turn, she's probably not surviving much more than one more turn. I mean, there we go. We're up to 57 confession. Come on, let's see how high we can get this. Draw 2 cards, hopefully at least one's a prayer, is what we were hoping for, so we can speed them all up. Get 64 confession, 68 confession. We're still at max health. Hope she's dead.
Where could you be?
And there you're gonna have it. That was a pretty smooth and clean nun run. Nothing too major. Nothing like until the end there. We weren't really having a really great build, but that was a pretty good blessing build. If you liked it, go give me a like, give me a subscribe if you want to see more of this. I will be playing, like I said, through this game completely. If people want to see something else, let me know in the comments below. Or if you didn't like something, you'd like something to change, you know, you can always tell me about it. I will read and respond to every single comment that I have time for, and right now, that's every single comment. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.